Hello.
Hello there internet dwellers, welcome back to another video. Today we have an amazing series for you, and I've got to say Red Diamond, who is the creator of this series, has shot up to my top 5 of all time in the analog horror community. This series is amazing. I'm not going to give too much away, but let's just say that the synopsis is something very, very strange is going on in this area of Alaska. Now, if it wasn't for Immortal Marcus, who recently did a video on this series, I would never have known what this is. So big shout out to Immortal. He's doing big things on his channel right now, and honestly he inspires me to do better, hence the intro that you saw at the beginning of this video. Please go and subscribe to Red Diamond, guys. Their link will be in the description down below, followed by the videos that you can watch by yourself. Please go watch this in your spare time, because trust me, there is a lot to dissect here, and I'd love to hear your theories about what you think is happening here. Without further ado, guys, we're going to jump straight into this.
The Circles VHS Tales.
Look at this loaf. It's an immaculate loaf of mine.
Warning, flashing lights. Ethan Astor is a famous photographer from Itasivik, Alaska. I'm sorry if I'm absolutely butchering that. I don't think this is a real place. I googled this and it wasn't bringing up anything but this analog horror, so I don't know if it's real. I apologize. On December 5th, 1986, his wife Martha Astor reported that her husband was showing a strange obsession with circles. He would constantly draw the shapes on the walls of their basement. He would also refuse to eat, sleep, or talk to Martha. But Ethan wasn't the only one dealing with such obsession. Many citizens from Itasivik started to show the same obsession with circles around the same time. The government issued an emergency evacuation for Itasivik a day before this strange incident. All of Itasevik's citizens evacuated except for the obsessed ones. Martha returned to Itasivik days later, only to find that her husband, along with the dozens of other people who decided to stay, was gone. Okay, interesting. So you got a warning for flashing lights there, guys. But this is the Circles VHS Tales. The lighting's a little bit different today. I thought I'd go for a little bit of a moodier tone. Well, here we go. Straight away, guys, I'm reminded of the Marvel timeline, like the multiverse in Loki. You know how it kind of trails off? December 5th, 1986. Itasivik. I don't know how to say that, guys. I'm guessing Ethan Astor. Okay, well, we're going to have to do Ethan's voice. Here we go.
Welcome to Itasivik, the town where I live. What you're about to see is my town's haunting. We are not haunted by ghosts or monsters, but by simple shapes. The circles. They come every once in a while, and when they do, we evacuate the town. The people who decide to stay are never seen again. They will come in 5 days. I'll stay here.
Right, okay, interesting. So what, is Ethan obsessed with these or not? And but he wants to investigate why they are, what's going on or something like that? Asta's house, December 10th, 1986. Ethan, this is going too far. I no longer feel comfortable around you. You haven't spoken to me or left the basement for days now. By the time you read this, I'll be far away. Please seek help. Martha. Okay, so he refused to evacuate. Well, actually, no, the evacuation wasn't until the day before. So maybe he did just go crazy with the obsession of this circle, whatever the circles are. Ooh, a bit of copyrightable music. Okay, so he's got circles on the walls here. Okay, damn. I love the visuals, man. The visuals are awesome. So if you look at the hallway here, guys, you can see, I don't know if this is meant to be Martha or Ethan, but the face is like completely shadowed off. Okay. Okay, so he's just there stood looking at the wall like the Blair Witch Project. So what's so alluring about these circles? And how did it come to be that these circles became like these hypnotizing things, you know? Night. Okay, so this is the, I'm guessing this is the evacuation notice that happens. So they were told something was going to be coming in 5 days. Just going to jump in here quick. Once again, I wasn't really paying attention when they was explaining it at the start. But no, that they are aware that this is an event that happens regularly to them, like once every few years or so. Or like they evacuated because of the people going crazy in the town. Alert. Anomalous events approaching Itosvik. Seek shelter immediately. Okay. So wait, the whole airwaves have been taken over by this circle? Oh god, it's coming in from the sky. It looks like a Doctor Strange's portal from Marvel Rivals. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's aliens coming through whatever this thing is. Or maybe the threat itself is the circle? It's just one of those incomprehensible things. Damn, okay. Someone's at the door. Someone's desperate to get in. Those Jehovah Witnesses aren't playing around anymore, guys. Okay, so is this circle like just going over this particular area? That is creepy. And it's starting to do something to my vision. It did say flashing lights, guys. Oof. Well, they're in. Jeez. Okay, so whatever's coming through is interfering with the TV, the clocks. You can see that it's like spreading this kind of weird circular textures all over the place. So it's not necessarily, maybe it's an energy of some kind. It's not an actual creature. It's just one whole being. Man, these visuals are insane, by the way, guys. Really, really good. I think that is copyrightable music, so... Who is this? A cycle of destruction and rebirth. A curved line of events with no beginning. Circling light and shadow. Through time and space. A line which can never be broken. A line which has never been born. Yet it still exists. It's infinity. It's just always been there. Oh yikes, what is that? It's like just organic biomass. Is it like molding everyone together with the circle? I'm happy now. And was that still from the point of Ethan? Oh my goodness, it's the Eye of Sauron. So I don't understand, if it's not an actual physical thing in terms of like it has mass, like, or it has like a vessel of sorts, then why did it need to knock on the door? The people who decide to stay are never seen again. Some say they joined the circles, and now I'm one of them. Okay, so that was from Ethan's perspective right there. The circles. Interesting. Red Diamond. That was a very, very strong introduction to this series. So my takeaway from this video is that this thing is like a hive mind in some kind of way. Not necessarily like, usually a hive mind is like, there's different entities and they all share the same mind, but this is literally just one thing. And if you stay whilst it's around, you merge and you become part of that thing. And it's almost like a metaphor for the universe and the energies. Like we all share the same properties. We're all made of stardust. If you think about it, deep down we are all one together. But we just have different like subjective existences. But in this case, it's not so wholesome. It feels like there's very sinister tones underneath this. And I'm not sure what it is or what it means, but maybe we'll find out in the next video.
The Starving Five. VHS Tales.
Your quest for truth has granted you a void in your stomach, and now I shall punish you for it. Well, that sounds extremely sinister. This is the Starving Five. Let's jump into this. Oh, we got some text here at the bottom. An exiled spirit, rejected from the domains of the afterlife. The earth repudiates its flesh, preventing it from rotting, did that say? Preventing it from rotting. Damned with an endless hunger, a mouth that can't eat and a throat that can't swallow. It takes shame on its grotesque form, using every aspect of its unnatural physicality to lure and capture prey. Okay. But what does it do with the prey if it can't eat them? Its objective, to bring upon the decay of men's flesh and ego. Okay. But you know, there's a circle here, you notice that? Is this all linked? It's got to be all linked, right? So that was the entity. The Starving Five. There is a place. December 21st. That is the winter solstice right there. Of unforgiving cold. My mother-in-law, am I right, guys? I'm not married. Of desperate cruelty. I love the visuals in this, by the way, guys. The visuals in this series are freaking amazing. This reminds me of that story that Nexpo did about the missing five or something like that, or the five, I forgot what it was. We are starving, the engine is dead, a flimsy wooden shelter keeps us away from the snow. Damn, looks like someone's been trying to get into that freaking shelter as well. There's all those scratches on the door. Heat escapes through the cracks, our skin hardens. Okay, there's 2 guns on the wall there. Animals sing and hiss, but nothing is seen. We are starving. Okay, it's a ram. Is that a ram skull? Got a nice cup of tea here, guys, to keep me warm. Okay, what is that in the middle? That looks... Gary heard his lover's call. Natasha followed him blindly. Okay, they're going out, so whatever this thing is probably has the ability of mimicking. Alex dreams unquietly. Okay, so that's 3 people. I watched the rumbling snow attentively. So that's 4 people. So who's the 5th? Is the 5th Gary's wife? We are not starving alone. Oh my goodness. That statement alone is enough to put chills up your spine. That is awesome. Okay, there's the car. Is that someone on the right there? I can see a little hand there. Oh, they've gone. Who just went then? It's either Alex or the guy that this is from the perspective of. Something's knocking on the door as well. Now on the window. Wake up. Oh wow, okay. It's very Resident Evil. Hang on, go back. Let's have a look at that quick. Is there something there's something there? Oh, but it disappears into the darkness. That reminds me of the film what's it called with Nicolas Cage? It's like a monster horror. Arcadian or something like that. I think that's what it's called. The anxious dreamer wanders unconsciously. Will you follow him? Okay, so Alex is sleepwalking, and wait, one of the guns was already gone and he's taken one. So that means that Gary took one of the guns with him. But we haven't heard a gunshot go off yet. Okay, this is a phone call. December 17th. So this is 5 days prior. No, 4 days prior. Do you believe she is still there? Alive?
Alex,
It's been a month.
she's dead. The city is hostile. All it takes is one detour, a miscalculated step, and you're gone. But Gary still has, albeit naive and delusional, hope that we can still find her. And who would dare to take that away from him? This is the least we can do.
I suppose. This is Red Diamond's rendition of that, like their version of what could have happened, but in their own fictional world. But we're going to move on now, guys, to what is the start supposed to numb the pain.
Perhaps. People disappear and are forgotten year after year, and everyone turns away because they fear the truth. Perhaps the mere attempt, even if redundant, to find the truth can take us away from this melancholy. Tomorrow we will leave in the morning. Natasha will give us a ride.
Okay, so that was a conversation that happened before the events that we're seeing took place, and this was 4 days before whatever's happening is happening. And they're on the phone to... So Alex is on the phone, who was the anxious wanderer, the dreamer. So who's on the other side of the phone? Maybe... Okay, so yeah, it was one of the others. Maybe it was the guy that we're seeing the perspective of. Here we go. Close. It reminds me of Metal Gear Solid when you go outside. But I think it's just before Sniper Wolf. Closer. It's not before Sniper Wolf. It's before you, Meryl gets shot. Spoiler. Almost there, Dimitri. Okay, so this is Dimitri we're seeing the perspective of. So who's saying this then? Is he being drawn in by someone else? Oh, he's focused. Oh, that is a dead body right there. Gary heard his lover's call. Oh, is that another dead body? Natasha followed him blindly, so they both died. Hey up. Alex dreams unquietly. You watch the snow attentively. So that's 4 people though. So I'm guessing the 5th person is the wife. Is there something there? What is... Ooh, that's someone's jaw right there. That's like a bottom set of teeth. Or maybe even a top set of teeth. Oh wow, it was a false face. Oh, this is definitely like Arcadian, man. This is awesome. Wow. Okay. So we learn that this thing can't eat you. It says it has no mouth, even though those things on the left and right seem to have mouths. Shall we stab together? Oh, hang on, go back. Okay, we got missing posters here. Dmitry Olov. Okay, then we got Gary. Natasha, is that? Hang on. Gary, Alex. For some reason that looks like Katara, but I'm guessing that's Natasha, right? Okay. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. So this thing doesn't have a throat, or it doesn't have a mouth either. So those people back then must have just been beaten to death. Or stomped on or something. Just clawed to death. Maybe angry because this entity can't eat. December 22nd, this is the day after. Man, okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, can they not see anymore? Where are my eyes? You won't stab alone. Oof. Jeez, look at that thing. January 1st. You won't stab alone. January 5th. Let me go. January 13th. January 29th. February... Oh, jeez. The stabbing 5. Jeez. Red diamond. Now, I don't know if these are all related, but I love these stories, man. Like, just as like they're individual stories in themselves, like a Black Mirror series. They all have different... It's like an anthology. This was really freaking cool. And it was put together so well. The sound design and the visuals are amazing. And it reminded me of that story that Nexpo did covering, I think it was called The Missing Five or something like that. And it's literally a similar story where the car breaks down in the snow, I think, and they all go separate ways. And I don't know if they're found. I think some are found, some aren't. And there's no explanation to what happened to them. Maybe this is Red Diamond's rendition of that, like their version of what could have happened, but in their own fictional world. But we're going to move on now, guys, to what is the stat of the Oakburn opus.
Oakburn Opus, Part 1.
This is part 1. There's 2 parts so far. The last one was uploaded 6 months ago, though, so I don't know if Red Diamond just gave up on uploading or if they're working on a part 3 and they've been working hard. But I really hope they haven't given up because the videos I've been watching so far are so freaking cool. So yeah, let's just jump straight into this one. This is the beginning of a new series. There are 2 parts, Oakburn Opus. (1997). Old Oakburn population vanishes overnight. That is how you get someone involved right there, guys. That is how you hook someone immediately. Nice visual, bit of information on screen, nothing too overwhelming. 2024, classified information from the Oakburn case is leaked by anonymous sources. A new light is shed on the case. What is that, some kind of shrine? Which branches into countless theories, hypotheses, and discussions. The following images are based on the manuscript findings belonging to an anonymous inhabitant and a restored cassette tape depicting the phenomena. Okay. Oakburn Opus, Part 1. Evidence 1. Oakburn's flutist. Okay. Interesting. Is that like a horned man? Is that the devil? On a cold morning, the outsider stumbled upon our gates and quickly became a welcome guest through the sweet and captivating melody of his flute. That is haunting. My people brought him into our village, a secluded place west of the Itosevik Mountains. Okay, so there's got to be some connection to the circles, at least the circles, because that is where this is based. And it looked like in the second video that they were in some kind of snowy area. So this has all got to be related, right? We provided the flutist food, water, and shelter. And in return, the man continued to enchant our people with the tunes of the winds. Okay, what is this? Why does it look like it's buffering? That's not me, guys. The children adored him, soothed by the melodic blow. Men and women respected him for the great entertainment and happiness provided by the something flute. To the more humble folk, the flutist was a gateway form of art. Is that what that says? Something gates? I don't know. Okay, there's a circle. Oh wow, look at that. I like how the drawing looks like wind blowing. And so this guy's like made up of wind. Reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima when you just play the flute. This is Jin Sakai. It's like the Pied Piper. He would play his flute to lure away rats, but the townsfolk didn't want to pay for his services, so he lured the children away, like a nonce, and he made them disappear. Okay. So that was a symbol, a circle with 9 triangles in. He hid them under the veil of reality. Impossible to breathe beyond existence. Keep looking. Do not follow the melody. Okay, don't follow the melody. Old Oakburn. He adapted to our customs, ate and drank from our kitchen, hummed our chants and honoured our altars without ever voicing a single thought. Ugh. I mean, is that a hat that he's wearing, or does he have horns coming out of his head? The flutist used the wind as his words and melodies as his speech. I don't know how you do that. It's buffering again. Within the wind, it hid fangs. Fang? Within the wind, it breathed our spirit. Within the wind, the flute buried the veil. Burned the veil, buried the veil. Evidence 1. Handwritten records, author unknown, recovered by Martha Astor. So Martha Astor was the wife of Ethan Astor, who disappeared from the Circle event. So this is definitely all related. Evidence 2. The magnum opus. 1997, the great flutist of Old Oakburn announces the completion of his magnum opus. A presentation is set to happen Friday night at Lake Oakburn. Hundreds of men, women and children gather near the lake in anticipation. And here's the audio. So what, this cassette player didn't disappear with the townsfolk? How far away was that man? Couldn't hear a word. So they gathered to listen to him play his flute. Okay, so identify. Interpret. Follow. Okay, so it's almost like the melody that this flutist is playing is awakening something that was dormant in this shrine, or at least awakening some kind of ancient magic or something, like a magic stone. The music.